Well, hello, this is your host Eric, and we are back here on GMODISM channel for some more Gimle class battles. This is the little Gimle tournament, as you may be familiar with, and we did a little poll on the YouTube community page, and most of you thought that it would be useful to have a little check through of the ships before we have the battle, since most people like myself will probably not remember exactly their loadouts. So we'll just do a quick little check, and we got the ISV Purgatory right here versus the Crested Starfall. So I think the Crested Starfall is moving around a little bit here and causing a crash anytime soon, so we're gonna begin with it. So the Crested Starfall by someone is, well, almost 2 million, almost 50,000 blocks. And you can see here on the total firepower, it's a mainly APS system with some serious crams and lasers too. So it's a mix. 29% armor is pretty low indeed. And we can do a little back front cut, so we can see what type of armor we have here. This is, as you can clearly see, a one-sider, like the Gimle class. We got some initial armor. Wait, is this... Oh, we have an we probably have an EMP insulated shield system here in the front. So we have a air gap here. We have a first little air gap for Hessian heat. So I don't know really why we have a spall liner later, but that we do. I think it would be useful if if the first layer of the armor were solid, to be honest. Then we have backstacked era and another layer of well, heavy armor slopes. So we basically have, this is not backstacked era, it is a regular stacked era, by the way. I said wrong there. Yeah, that's basically the armor. We can see it should be pretty vulnerable from getting shot in the front or in the back of it if we can deal with some thump damage. It's pretty thin here, but on the other hand, most of the important stuff is not here. Much thinner armor going on there. So if we move with it here, we can see it's building up. Then we have the core where we have the explosive reactive armor. If you want to know how to armor, by the way, we have a tutorial about that. And we have some thinner armor there, and we got some armor on the turrets as well. If I remember correctly, I think the battle between the Gimle and this were pretty close. I think, if I remember correctly, it looked like Gimle were about to win a couple of times, but then it didn't. I'm not sure though, I may just be not remembering. Yeah, we got some pretty flat design here, that has to be said. And if we do an up-down cutter, I think we can probably see here how like the footprint of it looks. So we have really redundant engines here. And this is a thick. This is, oh, that's because the turret is below. Yeah, of course. Okay, that makes sense. Well, very interesting. Let's check out the weapons a little bit here. In actuality, just pause and look around a bit. So you can see it's beautifully decorated. We have used the mimic block called the shard. That's basically the projectile the shard cannon is shooting. So we've got some detection turrets. Look at it, it has like flying ice spikes with those shards. So we have a big laser here. And these are sandblasters, if I remember correctly. You can see we got EMP, disruptor conduit, yeah. Pretty slow though, this is gonna be disabling shields basically. This one is pretty also slow, but it's a HESH spammer, but 100mm, that's pretty tiny for HESH, to be honest. And this one is a bit faster, we have subobject, yeah, super cavs, okay, yeah, okay. So we got the that's a sand blast, right? For the fast rail. Then we have a diff, anti-munition, shell, and main rail. And the main rail is that's pretty fast. It's a rail assist then. Subobject, solid warhead body, emergency ejection, defuse, solid warhead. Okay, super cav base. So we can shoot underwater with these things basically. Right. Here we have. What is these then? Oh, that's the diff flag system. That's a fun little design. Making them offset like this probably makes us have more inputs, right? That's probably the reason. Should be pretty effective. And we got this little... Wait, are we... Oh no, we're dancing in here. Wow, they're like rocking on here. I wonder if this causes lag. Well, it's just a couple of them. I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments. Alright, then we have a big cram. This cram is 100,000 health, so that's pretty big, so it's a doom cram, so to say. We got mostly hardened pellets, we got frag. And this one over here is also the same. Makes sense. This provides some detection, right? No, that's a laser. Okay, that's another laser. And here we have probably one of the other shield ones. So they're basically the same gun, but with different ammo. And underneath, man, they look pretty cool with their little flying spikes there. Like a spear sorts of system. No, I can't find a barrel. There we have it. Heavy barrel. This is then most likely sandblaster, of course. So this is then the main rail. Well, I think we got a good little look at this. Let's check out our Lieutenant Cravies. Purgatory. Also the same cost, about the same amount of blocks, a little bit more. We have armor percentage that's marginally higher. We are at 32% here instead. So here we can see we have mainly a missile setup with some very small crams and a bit of particle cannons. So this is then basically a missile-based system. We have incendiary missiles, frag missiles. Oh, we have a mix. We have all sorts of different missiles here. Yeah, we do all sorts of types of damage here. Okay. And these crams are most likely to just confuse. They fire at 100% packing. But I suspect they'll do limited damage. But of course, if someone has a weak deck, they will be able to punch through some. But they're mostly there for show to trick diff guns, is my assessment. And the particle cannons is underneath the ship. Set up to... I don't know if they have an automatic switching system. But we can see we got piercing, impact, piercing, piercing there. Impact, yeah, so we're just dealing a lot of different underwater damage. And we have a pretty sharp focus, slow recharge time. We got, yeah, they're gonna be accurate but they are gonna be pretty low damage, so to say. Got some rubber spikes to not get killed from underneath. And some torpedoes, which are vertical launch as well. Okay, but underneath. Well then, let's check out the cutaway view to see the armor here. So we got back front cut. And we can't... Let's see here. Okay, here. Here we go. So this is a one-sider as well, of course. We got a big blast shield to detonate crams far away from the core. Our lieutenant has really thought a lot here. I don't know why we have surface layer steam guns that are gonna be exposed like this, but that we do. We have used a lot of the 5-meter block, so we get the rare 25% health bonus. And we have, yeah, pretty compartmentalized interior armor all over the place. If I recall correctly, this armor was particularly useful in the battle we had it. And if it gets to the wrong side, there is a lot of empty space and stuff, but it's lower armor to the other side, but it seems to have armor, so maybe it switches sides. I don't think it does, but I don't remember now on the top of my head. Okay. While they peacefully crash here in the background, we're just gonna say huge thanks to all the commissioned officers in the army of GMODISM. Commodore Owen, Captain Shuro, Commander Ben Velke, Commander Delphin, Lieutenants Anto, Lars Dragon, Josef Ishovsky, Parbike Reed, Vincent Veritas, Rick Proel, and Scuba Rocks. And Lieutenant Cravey, of course, who built this particular ship we're gonna see being faced against the gem-crested Starfall by someone. So yeah, see you on the battlefield. Have you liked and subscribed? Well, if you haven't, you should do that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. The ISV Purgatory by our lieutenant in the army of GMODISM, Cravey versus gem-crested Starfall by someone. Best of 3 Javel elimination. The gem-crested Starfall is as very rememberable, to bob up and down like this to avoid lots of the shots coming in there. We are blasting and blasting. Look at that. How is our game speed going on? Yeah, we are not lagging too much. Alright. This initial little shield here really saves its ass, that's for sure. The winner of this best of 3 will have the amazing honor to meet the ISF Annihilation by Imp, if you were wondering. The gem-crested the gem-crested looks really cool, like especially in AOG colors. Can I say that? I think it looks great in AOG colors. It looks so cool. Those propellers using those old buoy, radar or sonar buoy. Like textures are pretty cool. I just rediscovered that the buoy holder mimic mesh. I don't know what to say. Anyways, for my low profile detectors. This is like the non-parade version, but it feels pretty... It feels almost laggy nonetheless, I don't know. I remembered we had something like that last time. We need to test for empirical testing, by the way, if mimics are causing a lot of lags or not. It's looking bad for the Purgatory. The ISV Purgatory has some awesome, like, confusers for incoming, like, if you target radar targeted missiles, or if you are using heat, targeting heat, hot stuff, will be great. Looks like the underwater packs may be taken out. Man. It's best of 3, of course, so it is up to test if the Crested Starfall was just lucky this first round or not, or if this is how it is. And here we have the torpedo. I really wonder if the torpedo reaches it. Oh. Why? Oh. It kinda loses its sight when it goes out of the water. Can that be the case? I think it is. It's bobbing up and down in the water like this, hydrofoiling, like happy hydrofoils do. Like, these little legs are just absolutely hilarious. It's like on actual surfboards. It's amazing. It's surfing. It's amazing. I love the surf. Yeah. But it's surfing up and down like this. I don't know if it like detects torpedoes and just decides to not be in water, or if it just bobs up and down casually. I haven't really investigated exactly how it works. Sorry, someone, if you told me, I forgot. So we got some diff flak guns exploding here to take out missiles. And we have long-range lambs. For sure. Crested Starfall 97%. And our poor lieutenant's Purgatory. It really doesn't look like this thing is gonna recover, is it? And remember, both of these ships are really strong. Both of them beat Gimle. It's only about half of the ships that were sent into the battles that were able to beat the Gimle. When I did the calculation last time, it was less than half that beat the Gimle, but with Imp's submissions, all of them being really strong, I think it's closer to 50-50, but I should calculate it again. But if you sent in a design and got defeated by Gimle, well, you're in very good company. I don't know if I made a battleship today. I hope I would be able to make it beat the Gimle, but I don't know. I'm actually building that ship, but it has been in stagnation for some time, I must confess. Yeah, there has been some other projects I had to work on, so I only have that much time. I can do this, like videos and stuff on, so hopefully in the future maybe it will be more full-time work. That would be awesome, but yeah, it's not easy. Well, in any case, 62% Purgatory by Cravey. Looks like it doesn't have any firepower left. I think it's gonna die very, like, now. It's like just morbid to watch this at this point. We know what's gonna happen. It's like watching decay. The Purgatory is losing the first round. Yeah. I'll see you in the next battle. Unless the two last percentages of this battle would change. Not very likely, but hey. See you if that's the case otherwise. Second battle. Let us start. We'll just want to check a little bit what's happening here. Early battle. We get those packs. Ooh, look at that. The initial pack blast shot off some of these. Valuable parts. One of the Purgatory's big issues is that it will not be able to avoid crams, neither does it take them out. Now, using packs is a cool thing to do, because packs are cool, but they are objectively like not the best damage. So having really expensive pack system can be a waste of your money. Now, the Gimle uses packs too. It has the triad pack turret with EMP, impact, and Pierce in a little mix like that. And yeah, I mean, it works, of course. It's good. It's actually one of the turrets that are standing last, usually, for the Gimle battles. And I'm sure it provides some damage against targets where it's hard to deal damage, so it can help taking out detection and stuff. But it is an auxiliary cannon. Like, it's an auxiliary system, nothing more than that. The Purgatory is doing better this time, I think. 93%, but the Gem-Crested Starfall here by someone is still in the lead. So perhaps someone... That's a bad joke. Okay, so someone will definitely have the opportunity to meet in the annihilation. Whether the someone is someone, or if that someone is Cravey, but not someone, but still someone, that's up to this battle to decide then. If someone wins, but by that I don't mean someone in that sense, but more like the builder of the Gem-Crested Starfall. Yeah, are you with me? Well, I'm not really with myself right now, so... Anyways, let's get back to this little battle. Something happened. The Purgatory is really sad. It's really sad. What has the Gem-Crested Starfall done? It's still at 98%, yes. I think indeed the Gem-Crested Starfall shall have the fantastic opportunity to meet Imp's annihilation. Oh bam! I think some of the things we predicted here looking at the design does indeed turn out true, yeah. It's like almost all ships are pretty weak from attack from above, which provides a great opportunity to use cram mortars. I think we must investigate these missiles. These are fragmentation, right? It's kind of yellow. It's not how incendiary looks, is it? Or did they change it? I think that's frag. The colors kind of change when you look at it in when you look at the colors in like low quality mode, they're kind of different from high quality mode, so that makes it a little bit difficult. Well then, let's see here. 97 versus 76. Yeah, it's looking real bad. Well, I'm sorry, Lieutenant Cravey. It's the Purgatory is not gonna make it. But at least I made a build for you finally after too long time. And if anyone wants to check that build out, it's called the Carver. It's on the workshop. It's really cool. And that uses some breadboard techniques I must utilize on all future pack turrets. So it looks like our lieutenant really has an faiblesse, a fascination. How do you pronounce that in English? I don't speak no hablo inglés. Anyways, I think Cravey likes packs. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, in any case, the Purgatory is at the funny 69 health point and trying to shoot its feeble missile at the gem-crested Starfall, who just simply zaps them at arrival, staying at 97.5%. Casually, like that. It's a glorious design. It has a good mix of damage. And yeah, it definitely will be will have the very nice opportunity to meet the ISF annihilation. Rest in peace. Or I mean pieces. No, but hopefully it will probably maybe win over it. I don't know. It's hard. Imp is a good builder, that's for sure. I think we have to have an epic showdown between Imp and our cadet in the army of GMODISM, actually, Kovacs, who build the hollow wood designs, because those are absolutely insane. Both great builders, so yeah. Well, anyways, Cravey, obviously, the Purgatory, it's a good build. I'm not saying anything other than that. It did win against the Gimle. It's in the winner's bracket. It's not via the loser's bracket either, it's just pure winner's bracket. This is a good design. But a gem-crested Starfall by someone, and not just someone, but a specific someone, the someone. It's getting old. Anyways, is winning. So here we have like the 3 fleet colors as gems. Well, isn't that cute? Well, less cute if you are on the ISV Purgatory, I would suspect. Just to remind myself, what are these shells coming in here? These are sabot. These are just sandblasters. Oh, that's the shield disruptor conduits. And the sandblasters with their super cabs are kind of underwater. Cool. Well, congratulations. The gem-crested Starfall is indeed very victorious. And to not make everyone that is trying to skip through the battle instantly know the results from watching the first 10 seconds, we'll of course also have the third battle just to see if we have any other different results. But considering it's so uneven, I want to see if 2 ISV Purgatories will be able to deal with the gem-crested Starfall or not. So, third battle. And remember, the results of this particular battle doesn't really matter that much. I may have spawned them a little bit too close, but whatever. The results of this battle doesn't really matter that much, or at all actually. It's already very much congratulations to someone, and the specific someone here is the builder of gem-crested Starfall, to the victory of the first battle. Or both battles, all the battles. Yeah. It will be going on the winner's side of the winner's bracket here. The ISV Purgatory will be delegated to the loser's bracket. It of course still has a chance to win. This is double elimination, but if the ISV Purgatory does get killed the next battle it partakes in, well, in the loser's bracket, it's eliminated from the tournament. Very interesting to see, however, the man, like the gem-crested Starfall. It's fast, 80 meters per second. I don't know, it kind of feels even faster. Man, we have so many funny colors there at the packs. This is like the first battle where the gem-crested Starfall is actually taking damage, it feels like. It's still able to deal with most of those missiles. Oh, we are starting to get through. Some missiles are starting to get through. And the gem-crested, she's got a real good defense against missiles and all projectiles. Those lambs are not joking around. What? Why is it lagging? Well, let's go over and check out one of the Purgatories. The Purgatories are actually in the lead here by 1% over the gem-crested Starfall, 2% now. The gem-crested Starfall is at 97% and the Purgatories combined are at 97. By the way, I hope the UI and like the text here is readable nowadays. When I change the settings a bit. $96, $95. It's actually pretty close. The gem-crested Starfall, she's holding up well. It's only been 2 minutes in game time. That's interesting. Game speed is about half. Okay, makes more sense. Right then. 94. Missiles are starting to get through, are they not? Oh, look at that. We have a fire on one of these diff guns here. Poor thing. This, like, diff guns are just so not equipped to deal with, like, incoming shells that are too numerous. Nice. 92 versus 94. Well, most likely the Purgatories will win this, but it's really well. It's like the gem-crested Starfall. She's really holding up well, considering the gross material difference in the teams here. Like, gem-crested Starfall has about half the mats in cost, because the Purgatories are of course 2 of them now. It's really holding up real good. Yeah. If anyone has the ability to defeat the ISV Annihilation X11 Fire Imp, well then, I think someone may have a chance with the gem-crested Starfall. This ship is very, very, very strong. 90% in health. Still noticeable, like still no noticeable effect on its combat performance. It's still shooting and moving and all of that. Maybe a little bit worse control, but well. And the Purgatories, well, 94 versus 90%. Wonder, yeah. Well, in any case, how are we doing here? Oh, we're kind of sandwiched in between here. The gem-crested Starfall is not gonna have a good day here. Surprise, surprise. Sandwich between the ISV Purgatory. I bet they will provide a decent Purgatory for the poor gem-crested. Being on each side, just dealing damage, poor thing. Yeah, well, it's quite obvious this thing is going down. Crested Starfall cannot withstand 2 ISV Purgatories, but it's really interesting to see that maybe with some luck it can, because like one of the Purgatories is pretty damaged anyways, and yeah, very impressive, very impressive. Someone made a really good design here. This specific someone. GMODISM. It's getting really old, just not. Just shut up. Anyways. 69 percentages, I think that will be the funny number. Oh, we'll end on a high quality note here for the specific battle recording, and hopefully the end product of this recording will not be more than an hour after recording, which is, I mean, that's my current goal, try to make videos less than an hour, because I have a problem. Anyways. Well. I hope you did enjoy this little battle. Did you expect these results between the Crested Starfall and the ISV Purgatory? Well, tell me in the comments. And do subscribe for future videos, of course, and liking the video does help a lot. And if you want to help really a lot, well, then you can check out the government of GMODISM, the commissioned officers, or the ecclesiarchy for different support options that have different benefits, like early access to videos, private access to file, recognition, you know, check them out, and visit GMODISM.com to get all the info. Except that, check out the Real Accessman and GMODIST channel. They have From the Depth content too, if you didn't know that. The GMODIST channel, I have this nice little series called Hot Take. When I just have a fun idea and I don't have any video prepared, I just dive into it and I'll like make a video. And if you want to check that out, you should definitely go to GMODIST and see if it's something for you. In any case, this is your host Eric, and I'm signing out. Thanks for watching.